Hello and welcome back to the Chaos Stream, where Joe is trying to convert everybody to his hate me religion. We are back for the speed sketch. There was kind of no real agreement on what we were doing today. So we got suggested a diamond sword, a necklace with a big gem in it, a golden calf, and a golden footlog Subway sub. You see what I deal with? So I'm going to go ahead and just make a sword. And we're going to go one step at a time. And from there, I'm going to think about the other things. I know exactly what we're doing. I know exactly what we're doing. I got it. You guys are going to love this. All right, I'm going to make the best of all of us, okay? This is for all of you. This is for everyone. I'm going to make you proud. I had a bad first start to the stream. I'm going to make you proud right here and right now. This is it. I'm going to make you so proud. You guys, you don't even know what you're going to get right now. You're going to be so proud of me for what you're going to see. Check this out. So, here's what we're going to do. We're making a sword. You guys are going to be so proud of me. You guys are going to be so proud of this. Here we go. This is it. I'm going to lose track and I'm going to stop focusing halfway through this, but this is it. This is as good as it's going to get. I'm telling you right now, I have the idea in my brain and I can't wait to brag a whole bunch and then for it to not work. But man, if this works out, this might be... It looks so good in my brain. Let me just put it that way. Before I say too much, it just looks good in my brain. All right, so let's go ahead and merge at center right there. We're going to copy the same thing for you. I'm going to grab you two, just like that, and we're going to bevel you on out. So we're making a horn. Oh, that looks good. Okay. Chill. Chill out. You need to focus. We just need to focus and get this thing. I also look good in my brain. Not the mirror, though. Mr. Six, you are quite an attractive man. Don't even. You're a very attractive man. I've seen your profile picture. I think I need to practice a little bit of speed stuff in Blender maybe this week. So I'm going to start looking at doing a couple of more shortcut stuff. I keep a cheat sheet right under my monitor for a bunch of shortcuts, but it's time to learn a few more, I think. There's no reason not to step up our game. Hello? Not what I wanted. Okay. This is going to track. This is going to track. This is going to track real good if we can just manage to pull it off. You're being nice because you're my friend? I would not say that's true. Which part of that's not true? I guess that's up to you to decide. Okay, let's pop that on up. Now what I want to do is bring this guy down. Oh, this is way too long of a sword. Holy cow, this is Cloud Sword right here. Nope. No Buster Swords allowed today. We want realistic swords on the menu. Did you like that one? Did that one give you an existential crisis? Because that's what I was going for. Always here to help. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do this. Oh, there it is. There it is. And you want a nice bevel on your blades. You know what? That bevel doesn't matter. This part I'm not so sure about. That's not how blades work. Although it does look good. We'll take it. We'll take this. We'll take this and we'll just make it work. Okay, that is that. Done. Now, what we want to do is bring this guy in. The fact that it juts into here is pretty good. Should hold its shape pretty well. We're going to grab you and bring you down a lot. We want an actual usable blade here. Also, looking at our blade, I think we want to bring it in quite a lot. So we're going to grab all of these pieces. Okay, and then I'm going to grab you. Sure, all this can go. This doesn't matter. This is all the same stuff. Hey, Mr. Six, it's your song. There we go. That is a pretty usable looking sword to me. So now we're going to do the important part. Let's go ahead and pop that on up to here. And this, anybody who knows swords knows exactly what I'm doing here in just a moment. You were literally listening to this with your cousin the other day? I'm happy to introduce a song to you. The video game that this comes from is super dark and scary. A really weird game, to say the least. I don't know if you looked up the game, but the game is strange. There we go. There we go. That is the look right there. Ooh, she's a beauty. Deadly Premonitions. It's like a weird detective. I'd wager to call it a detective game, but it's kind of a detective horror game. It's a weird one. I'll just put it out there. It's a weird one. Actually, I just messed up. There we go. We'll pop all that in like that. Make sure that we make ourselves a nice little grippy handle that you can grab onto. How much time do I have? I don't have that much time, but I did start late today, so I'm going to give myself a little bit extra time. And I'm having fun today. Despite, you know, being a little flustered earlier, I am having fun. And that's all that matters. We're all here having a great time, just hanging out. We're just being creative and learning, and that's all that this is about. So if anybody's expecting to get, like, divine stuff, go back and watch the chandelier one. Because the chandelier one, we made something divine there. We made something real good during that chandelier. Okay, so we've made a murder stroke here, but I don't know if it's good enough. I think I want to do this. It's nice taking a break with you all. Absolutely. We're a nice little group here. I like everybody here. Okay, that is not a terrible looking sword. And we're doing like a hand and a half, or we're doing a great sword. So the rule of thumb is usually 4 hands, I believe. So we're going to do our best to match 4 hands. And we're looking great. There we go. That is the beginnings of a sword. This stream is always fun and relaxing. Well, thank you. You all are so nice to me. I can't imagine doing this for as long as I have if people weren't nice to me. Because the kindness really goes a long way, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and increase that. And then we're going to crease the center of this guy as well, and we should have ourselves a usable sword. That looks like a pretty usable sword in my experience. Just like that, all the way across. We're going to go ahead and auto smooth this and make sure that it's hard. 30 is actually probably a perfect amount of degrees for this thing. Maybe 45. We want to step it up a little bit. And now we got to make sure that we are hitting all these angles correctly. So this guy is crucial. This joining piece is crucial. In fact, probably all of these joining pieces are crucial now that I'm looking at it, because I did take the time to make them. I'm starting to think maybe I didn't even need to do a subdivision surface, but I'm not so sure. If I go like this, pop you guys into the right slots, like that, and bring these guys sideways. It's lacking. It's missing some information. Let me look up a greatsword real quick. It's close. Okay, I see a big detail that I'm missing. Big detail that I'm missing is the crossguard right here needs to come out. So, first things first, this guy right here needs to be on a 0, like that, and brought up. And this guy also needs to be brought on a 0 and up. And now all of this, and maybe just that, needs to be brought out to actually maintain and hold the blade out. This looks kind of weird. We're missing a few details for sure. These guys can be flared like that. Same goes for you. Flare you guys out. We're going to bring in a guy right here. This is going to be a little slot for a thumb. Or an index finger, I mean. Let's go ahead and apply scale first. Come down, make sure we extrude that correctly. And it is a solid piece of metal right here. So these guys don't interact with each other at all. So I probably actually just want to take you and form you up What is your least favorite viewer? I guess is me, since I asked the question. I'm not going to answer that question because, one, I don't think that's fair to anybody. Two, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. I don't really think of people in that way. We've had a few people in the past who have pushed some buttons and who have tried to do some debatable things in chat, and they got banned. And so it's like, do I like those people? No, I don't like those people. But, like, are they viewers? I guess technically. I don't think I'd hold out a lot of hope saying, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe they're not viewers in my mind. People like that don't do anything for me. So I'd say all the people who have been banned are my least favorite. And they're gone, so who cares, right? There we go. We're going to do the exact same thing right here, and then that means that this can all be solidified. Oh, this is going to work. This is going to work. We've got it. We got the rhythm now. That's the rhythm right there. Cool. And now I can take this and poke that on up and do a little bit of an extrusion there and say, how does that look? Ooh, that looks good. Now, I think it's kind of crucial that we grab ourselves these guys and pull them apart. No, we hate Joe. We actually do hate Joe around here. So, you know, that actually does track. Joe and Simo are my first legitimate viewers, which is kind of cool. So, I have a lot of, you know, love for the two of them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and... what we're going to do is we're going to make another cross section right here. We're going to grab this, bring it in, bring it down. And then we're going to very clearly mark this area. Oh, that looks really good. Okay, let's grab all of these and very clearly mark them as well. That is not half bad looking. We want to probably... you know what? I can get rid of you, and I can get rid of you. And instead, I can grab the tips of these. Make sure that those are nice and solidified. That's too much. Huh. I am not sure what to do here. Justice for Joe? Joe does not need anybody's justice. Joe's a troll and Joe knows it. Okay, I'm doing a real bad job on finishing this piece today. I'm getting a little lost in the sauce. I think I might be holding myself to a really unrealistic bar of quality right now, which I like, but maybe doesn't track on stream super well. The sword is smiling? Basically. There we go. That's going to be a little bit closer to what we want. Just like that. That's about as good as I can hope this blade to be right now. It's huge, isn't it? This is a huge blade. Hold on. Too much. Too tall. And then we're going to make it diamond. And the way we're going to make it diamond is going to be kind of silly, but should track. Okay. Well, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. I really wanted to wrap this thing in chains. I'm on Joe's team now, Red. You lost me, honestly. All right, let's do this thing. I'm going to add one more cross-sectional guard, and then we're done. Just like that. Just like that. If anything, I'm going easy on myself. What does that mean? What does going easy on yourself mean? There's our stream sneeze. Well, that is not the worst looking handle I've ever made. I read 2 comments above that, and I think it will make sense. Don't be hard on yourself. Still don't understand. But you know what? I don't have the mental fortitude to pay attention to everything right now, so I'm just going to go with it. Thank you. Appreciate the blessing. This is pretty good looking. You believe in me? All right. We got this. We got this. Okay, so we made ourselves a relatively conventional greatsword. This guy right here is bad looking, and the way that this joins is really bad looking. Sorry, HEMA people. I know this sucks. I know it sucks, but you know what I'm going for. It's here. We can look at it. It's fine. So, now, what we want to do is we want to node this guy up. So we're going to start nice and easy with a black rubber material. It's more of a leather than a rubber, but we can call it that. So let's take that, and then we're going to go to slot 2. And now we're going to do a metal texture, which is easy enough, just going to be that. Go ahead and turn off our subdivision so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Make sure nothing else got selected. Nope, we're all good. And then we're going to grab just everything down here. Just like that. Okay, so that is now going to be metal. Oh, and you as well. This one's easy, though. Boom, boom, boom. So all of this is going to be metal. So we're going to grab you and assign you. I'm just going to go ahead and choose gold for just a second, or copper will do. And then we're going to make one more, and this one is going to be our diamond blade. So here is what we are up to. We're going to go into here. We're going to go into this view. Grab everything that's related. And we're going for it. That'll do. And let's go down to here and hit assign. And this is our diamond material. Okay. So, what was your dumbest decision? My dumbest decision. Man, I've made a lot. I've made a lot of really dumb decisions in my life. Dumbest decision. You know what? We're actually going to want to grab our gold, pop it out. We're going to call this Q silver. And we're going to lower the saturation to nothing and say that that is decent looking, but we probably want this to be smaller. Dumbest decision. What's the dumbest decision I've ever made? That's a really good question. I've done a lot of really dumb stuff. Oops, we missed a few spots. How did we miss these spots? I have no clue. You guys are going to be assigned to diamond. There we go. So let's go back to slot 1, and we're going to work on the rubber real quick. I understand that's not actually rubber, but that's what I'm calling it. Dumbest decision. Man. You know, I've done a lot of weird stuff. Like, when I was a kid, I would break into places a lot. Oh, you know what? Actually, I know my dumbest decision. I shared this story recently, actually. When I was around 16, we'll say 16 sounds about right. I was best friends with a guy who I actually started talking to on Instagram recently. Really cool guy. He is a professional pogoer. He's a really cool dude. He goes, I think, by Pogo Joe still. Really cool guy. Worth checking out. Love him to death. He was a really cool guy when we were growing up. Really cool guy now. He's dope. I love Joe. But I was really good friends with this guy, Joe. And when I was growing up, we would go out and skate and do all sorts of crazy stuff. And one day we were going creeking, where you walk out into a creek and you jump off of trees and do stuff and whatever. And he was showing off, doing his normal thing, because he's really athletic. He was doing backflips and stuff off of this tree that's like 2-3 stories up in the air. And he was just being like a real cool guy. And I was like, you know what? I want to be a cool guy. I want to do that. I'm going to do that. So I decided I was going to do that. Also, I don't know why... Why does it look like this? Why is there no gradation? Oh, there we go. So I decided to do a couple of like trial runs where I would try and flip off of this tree and try and do it as cool as I could, right? I was like competing. I was being just a dumb kid. And so I did it a couple of tries. And I got pretty decent at the structure, so I decided I'm gonna go for a front flip. You know, I'm gonna give it the old college try. We're gonna do a front flip off this tree. So I went for it, and what I ended up doing is landing on a log that was in the water, and totally busted up my back. Gave myself what I think was a concussion. I'm not sure. And just, it was bad. It was really bad. And so I got yanked out of the water by everybody. And I was bleeding out of my mouth. Or my nose. I can't remember. I think it was my mouth. And just felt like a real dope. Felt like a real dumb person. And that was my story. There we go. That looks really good. So yeah, that's probably the dumbest decision I ever made, because I've never been somebody that could do flips, and I just decided, like, my friend's doing flips, and I want to be cool like him. I'm going to do flips. And then totally destroyed myself. Yeah, I probably could have died, I suppose. I was just going for it, you know? I was just a kid and I was trying to impress everybody. Just one of those moments. We all have those moments. Why is this? Oh, I see. There we go. we'll just do that and say that that's that. Okay, so that is the beginning of a sword. I'm not loving this. I think I just don't have the spark today, you know? Not that I'm upset about it, but I think I just don't have the spark. In that moment, he knew. Yep, that's basically what happened. It was a cool experience, though. I'm happy it happened. Like, I learned a lot. I learned a lot, actually. Okay, here is a thought for me. I'm going to pop in a color ramp here. The color ramp is going to be white to like a bright, super bright purple. We're going to do HSV far. Plug that into my base color. Everyone has off days. It's okay. I think it still looks cool. Well, thank you. I think I'm just not landing on any ideas right now, which is a-okay. I'm not upset about it. Nobody's upset here. We're doing just fine. But I need to figure it out. Something's not adding up here. So we're gonna do a Vernoi to try and get these little pieces all over the place. There we go. Nope, we were going to want color. And we're going to want to scale this guy to 30, I think. No, scale him way more than that, like 50. Put on object data so that it looks correct. There we go. That's the one. It looks nice? Well, thank you. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab this, and we're going to pop in another color ramp. This color ramp is going to represent like the flicks of things here. So that's going to be black. And I'm actually going to push it forward like that, maybe like a 0.3. And we'll do a little transmission. I'm going to switch to this view just so I can see what's going on. Maybe that one needs to be white and the other one needs to be black. I'm not sure. Drop that roughness down quite a bit. We're looking at it. Yeah, that's the transmission. Okay, so you're white. And you're black. That, I guess, we'll have to do. I kind of want to plug an alpha into this as well. Maybe we'll drop the alpha down just a little bit. Maybe even like a little bit of emissive strength. That looks pretty good. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. .25 on there. We're going to get this looking all speckly and cool looking. Are you watching the Olympics? I am not. I like the Olympics. I kind of didn't really realize they were going on. But it's, you know, maybe not my main thing. I'm not really a sports guy in general. Okay, let's plug that in and plug this in and say, does that do anything for us? Oh, yeah, it looks really good that way. If we do distance instead, oh, we get it. That's it. We've done it. We've made ourselves quite a crazy looking guy here. Now that I'm looking at this, I kind of think I want to drop that scale down. Maybe invert this. I don't know how much I love this. I don't know how much I love this. It's an interesting idea, but it's a little lackluster, I think, for me. Like, it looks good. It looks fine. It's just a little like, what am I even doing right now? Let's put clear coat on it. Clear coat down. IOR is like 2. Transmission roughness can be brought up quite a bit. You know what? I think this is going to have to be a... We're going to work a little bit harder on Friday, I think. I'm going to steady myself for Friday. You know, we have one of these every 2 weeks or so. So, you know, I'm going to call this one just a day. It's got good geo. It's got really interesting geometry for sure. I don't love that look. It's fine. It just... We could be doing a little bit better than this, I think. This is maybe a little too simple for what we're up to right now. So we'll come back to this at some other point. But yeah, with that, I'm going to say that that has been Stream. Can't complain too much. We had fun. It was a good little stream. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you everybody for joining. I'm going to go make some spinach pasta. I'm going to go make some nice, delicious spinach pasta and go think about my life. So I will see you all in 2 days. Peace.